everyone, welcome back. I got this nifty mat that Mr. Harold kept saying that I should get one, but I found this one super cheap on Amazon. It had like some kind of discount. It was on the daily sales or whatever. And then I got two of these bucket things at Target. It was $2 for two of them this size, so I figured that was a good price. Today we'll be doing a Cedric, Diggory, and Draco Malfoy in Quidditch get up today for our build. And I also have some stuff to sort. I don't know how much of it'll sort though, because I just kind of scooped a bucket from the big bucket that needs to be sorted. So I'm not sure how much of those pieces will actually fit in the spaces that I have done up. Okay, let's see. I didn't put a link for this one because there wasn't one. I'm gonna guess that this is bag 1 and that that's bag 2 because there's green in this one. But hopefully this bucket will stop the pieces from running away. I know some people said last time that some of the notifications for like when people subscribed and stuff were loud, so I turned them down, hopefully enough. Let's get started. And hopefully this mat is helping to cut the glare. Hey Kevin! I hope you're having a good day. Hopefully this bucket stops them from running away. Although most of the time when I drop them, it's that I dropped them. They're not like falling off the table. But here's to hoping this helps. We're making Draco Malfoy first in his Quidditch gear. And then this will be the last of these type of Brickheadz. For now, they don't have any more out right now. Of like the tractor driving. I was wondering if you were in your tractor today. But right now they don't have any other new Harry Potter Brickhead sets that I don't already have and have built. So here's to hoping they release some more. Okay. We have his little Quidditch cape, vest, whatever you want to call it. And I did pick up some new Legos at Target yesterday while I was there, because they had some on sale. And I will show you guys those later if you're interested. And I did add a new channel point reward that you can save up for. I put in the new one. I think it's like 15,000 points, which I know is crazy. But to choose which set I build next. I know I don't have a lot of the channel rewards that other people do, where they'll eat something spicy or wear a funny hat or whatever. I don't really have any hats to wear, so I can't really do something like that, and I'm not going to torture myself. Oh, yeah, I'll check him out, definitely. I think I'm on his Discord. I don't know. I didn't have Discord for the longest time, and honestly, one of the only reasons I got Discord is because one of the book groups I was in Facebook for like ARC copies, which are advanced reader copies, moved to Discord because Facebook kept messing with our stuff so much. So my name on Discord does not match my Brick name or my streamer name. And I'm hardly ever on it. I don't know, it's just like another thing to keep up with. But I will definitely check it out. Lego did send, if you're subscribed to like Lego emails, whatever, they sent out an email the other day with all the ones that are gonna, a link to all the ones that are going to be, all the sets, I should say, that are going to be retiring soon. So if you build Lego, you may want to check that out to see if there's any ones that are retiring soon that you may want before they go bye-bye and become crazy expensive to find. Somebody on another stream also said there's supposed to be like, you can Google like a list, you can Google it and find a list of like all the sets that are retiring and when. I have not done it though, but that would be helpful to know. If I can talk today, it appears that I cannot. Are you going to get to do anything fun this weekend, Kevin, or just work? Or are you going to be off and relaxing and playing video games? That just looks like a really big ear. That looks weird. Like a big ear. But I guess not so big when you think about how they make the head exaggerated. Mostly work. I feel that. Apparently that was not on there as well as I thought it was. that sounds fun. We did that. I don't know if you have them there in Canada. They do them, it kind of like travels around the country. And we did it during COVID, so it wasn't, I think, as fun as it would have been. But it's like a dinosaur expo thing. So originally they do it inside buildings where like it's kind of dark except for spotlighted like specifically on the dinosaur, and it moves and it's robotic and school and stuff like that. But we did it during COVID, so you drove through it in your car, and it lost some of the mystique, I think, because it was in broad daylight, and so like you lost that element. You could clearly tell that it was like robotic and whatnot. But I think we'd like to give it another shot now that they're doing them again back inside buildings instead. I forget what it's called. It's like dinosaur something. I can't remember. But the boy child loves dinosaurs. In fact, he just likes kind of different animals. He got an axolotl onesie for his birthday because he saw one and that's what he wanted. So he told Nana. And so he got an axolotl onesie. And now it'll double as a Halloween costume. Okay, there's Draco Malfoy. But he likes narwhals and axolotls and all the kind of maybe not so average. Yeah, so we did it during COVID, so, you know, it wasn't as exciting, I think, as it would have been on a normal tour through, because they did it all out in the open. But he still liked it. You got to see, like, 2 T-Rexes attacking a Triceratops or something like that. And they had a lady like walking kind of slowly around the cars holding what was supposed to be like a baby dinosaur, and the kids could kind of reach out and touch the baby dinosaur. So, I mean, they still liked it. They had fun. And I guess that's, in the end, all that really matters. Yeah, I know. Can't contaminate the dinosaurs. At first I was like, I don't see why it matters. But then you gotta think how many other people are there at the same time. So you just follow. And I know they're saying they might be gearing up for like a whole nother wave where we're supposed to quarantine again. And there's Cedric's little cape thing. We were both deemed essential workers during the first, quarantine, or the only quarantine as of right now. So we didn't really quarantine because you still had to show up at the Pentagon, and I still had a grocery shop for other people. So Let's see if I can catch this. Ah. Woohoo, I caught it. Hey Danny, how are you doing today? I'm just building the last two of the Quidditch Brickheadz. I already did Draco Malfoy. And then I'll sort a little bit too. Because otherwise I feel like my Legos are never going to get sorted. I keep lying to myself that I'm going to do it. So on stream seems to be the only way I physically make myself do it. And I'm not sure how great it turns out. Because I think half of them I wind up just throwing back in the bowl because I don't really have a spot for that type of brick yet. I need to go to like the dollar store or Dollar General or something and buy some kind of smallish containers. Smallish cheap containers to put them in. To help sort. Yeah. And it's weird, like, so they said they were going to raise the price of everything there by 25 cents. So it's going to be the $1.25 store. Okay, I can see that. Inflation hits everybody. But it's not everything. It's only certain things are $1.25 and other things are still just $1. And then, of course, you have tax. But, I mean, you have tax anywhere. So it's so weird. Like, how do they decide what's now $1.25 and what's $1? Pennsylvania doesn't have tax on clothes either. So when you went to the store and bought your back to school clothes, it was literally whatever was on the price tag. Here they have like tax exempt weekends before school starts. There's like one weekend where right before school starts, certain things are no tax. But yeah, I loved it. If you walked into a store and it was 25% off, it was just whatever was on the tag. You didn't have to figure out tax. Yeah, there's a bunch of states that have that one weekend. But yeah, in Pennsylvania, It was tax exempt, or not tax exempt, but no tax on clothing all the time. It was just how it was. Oh, there it is. So how are you today, Danny? You doing anything fun this weekend? I did take advantage of Target's sale that they were having on certain Lego sets yesterday and picked up a couple. Yeah, it's just like meh. I think that's how I feel today. It's just kind of like meh. Like tired, but not sleepy tired, just tired. Nope, that's not angled the right direction. That one's not angled the right direction. Oh, there it is. Oh, it says ads starting soon. I try to keep track of them to let people know. Sometimes I miss it. Okay, once that's set aside. Oh, it looks like we should be back from ads if you had them. Hey Devin, how are you today? Today's stream is just kind of meh. Thanks for being a first-time chatter. It's kind of like a lazy stream. I'm making the last two. I think that's the theme for today. Everybody's just kind of, maybe not sleepy tired, but like you just don't feel like doing anything. I think that's kind of the theme for today. I made Draco Malfoy already. And now did I forget what step I'm on? Okay, it looks like I did that. Okay, next step. I think sometimes you can almost sleep too much and then your body just like doesn't want to do anything anymore. Nope, not that direction. Not the right kind at all. I guess that was the right direction. Eat sugar. Okay, let me place this brick and make sure I put them on there right. And I will do eat sugar. I have Sour Patch Kids. I know my channel points aren't all that exciting. And I saw the hydrate, and I will as soon as I'm done chewing. That's what it is. So my cup today is from Starbucks, as usual. It's purple, but it's got like little cutouts. And in the cutouts are like supposed to be, I forget if it's crows or ravens, but then underneath it's glitter. And it glows in the dark. I think I got all the gummies out of my mouth. Book talk. Okay, I'm like 2/3 of the way through the new book. It's called Ruthless Betrayal by Brooke Summers. It's actually book 2, but as I'm pretty far through it, I'm not like confused. So you could probably read it without reading book 1 and be all right. Like you're not going to feel like you missed something or like things are out of context. But it's kind of a dark mafia book. So this girl, it's between the Bratva, which are the Russian mob, and the Italian mob, so the regular mafia or La Familia. Where does this piece go? Anyway, her parents set up shop, like opened a new business right at the very edge, but not quite out of Bratva territory, and you don't have an option. You have to pay protection or they take it in another form. So they're getting their money one way or another. So her parents kept getting like further and further in debt. So when they had planned on like fleeing the area when she was born, but they didn't flee in time. And so the Bratva took her as payment for what her parents owed, and then killed her parents anyway. And she was only 3 days old. So she's lived with the Bratva her whole life. And the Pecan, which is like the Russian Bratva's head guy, he gave her to his wife and then got mad because his wife loved her basically more than him. Yeah, they're like, you'll owe us money. But the guy then got mad because his wife liked the baby and would pay more attention to the baby than him. So after his wife died, and it was an arranged marriage, of course, to his previous wife. Once she died, he started beating the girl. And she died when the girl was only like 6 or something. So he started beating her like from then on. So, okay, here's the 2 Quidditch players for today. Anyway, so now she's like 15 when the book starts, and they tell you all that through backstory through the book. And they are telling her her time is coming, meaning they're gonna prostitute her out even though she's not of age. They don't care. They've been beating her whole life, and the only reason that they've held off this long from putting her to work is because a long time ago a deal was made between two of the Bratva guys that she would eventually marry this guy. And this guy killed his previous wife. Like, everybody knows it. He pushed her down the stairs and killed her. So now the guy's like, even though you're not 18, we're going to promise you to him and you'll be mine in those 2 years to do whatever I want with. Well, she had made friends because they had to let her go to school or else people would notice. Like, it's kind of weird that she still went to public school. I'm surprised that they didn't just keep her at home and not acknowledge her existence at all. But she made friends with a girl who was the daughter of an Italian mafia guy, and that girl wound up committing suicide. And her dad blames her because she's so deep in the Bratva. Obviously, she knew it. She introduced her to the drugs, except she didn't. So he starts sneaking in and visiting her when she's taken to this special house to be held for her husband in the future. And he starts sneaking in because he knows the guy who's guarding her. And that guy, almost dumped my whole sorting thing. That would have been bad. He knows the guy who's guarding her, and the guy who's guarding her wants these guys that are in charge dead so he can get on with his own plan. And so he allows him in, and then they realize that she's not as, she doesn't actually have any say. So now, of course, she's kidnapped back by the Bratva, and they're beating her because she won't tell them where the mafia guy is and where he's hiding and what he wants and all that. So that's kind of where I am in that book. But again, it's if I talk too much about it, just be like, stop. I don't care. Because just because you like to read doesn't mean you want to hear about every single book. And I'll go on and on and on because I love reading. These are what are left over from today's and the Range Rover build. I'll seriously go on, all day about it. So, if you don't like the book, just be like, never mind, I changed my mind. I want my redemption back. I don't like that book. Okay, this is the flower ones, which I don't think I have any of. What's a book? I think I'm on, book 5 for the week. They're all, I think, big Lego instructions. They're what you use to download new information to your brain. But the next one I have to read is about ex-cons who become firefighters. So they're pretty interesting. Yes. I mean, reading is funny. The words are printed on deceased ground up trees, and then you hallucinate what is being written on the screen, like a movie in your head. There's a meme that talks about it, but I can never say it quite the way the meme does. Hi, Dosley. Thank you for lurking. But yeah, it's like reading it makes you hallucinate what's on the page. Which I guess some people don't do. Like when I'm reading, I kind of like make up my own movie in my head. The characters do not always look like they're described on the page because sometimes they don't actually give you a description till later, and by then your brain's made up what they look like, whether it's correct or not. But you just kind of have a little movie playing in your head as you're reading. Ooh, the Chronicles of Narnia. That's cool. I haven't ever read them, which I know is kind of weird. But I go back, and I used to like really go back and forth with reading. Like I would read a lot and then nothing, and then a lot and then nothing. But now I just read all the time. How does it and I know like there's I reference memes a lot, or pictures, whatever you want to call them, where it's like an iceberg and the movie is like the very tip of the iceberg that's sticking out that everybody can see. But the book is like the huge part underneath that nobody can see. So if you've seen the movies, how do they compare to the books? Like I said, I've never read the Chronicles of Narnia. And I have a to-be-read list that I will die before I finish. And that is why people haunt libraries, to finish their to-be-read list. You just started it. That's all right. Yeah, I just, like I said, I have a to-be-read list that every time I read one book and exit off and move it to like my read list, I have already put 7 more on my to-be-read list. Like, it's never actually going to be finished. I'm just constantly going to be adding to it. I'm going to die, and I'll be forced to haunt a library so that I can finish reading my list. Yeah, I call that ninja reading. I can read upside, like if have a piece of paper facing you, like you're reading, I could be standing on the other side facing you, and I could read what you're reading. I call it ninja reading. The movies are pretty accurate. That's good that they're not totally different. I think the worst movie adaptation I ever saw was The Time Traveler's Wife, and I forget who the author is. But the concept is that this guy is born with this, almost like a genetic disorder, right? Like there's something in his genetics that allows him to time travel forward and backward, but he has no control over it. He just gets a funny kind of buzzy feeling, like he's fading out of existence, and then he reappears somewhere. He has no control over when or how or any of that kind of stuff. So he eventually starts stashing clothing in places that he seems to go to often. And he meets this little girl, and later in life, their timelines sync up. And he winds up marrying her. So it's kind of cool. Like, she has talked to him her whole life and wrote letters back to herself that this is the guy that you're going to marry. So it's kind of a little weird in that sentence. But for me, what made it bad is they cut out like whole characters. He becomes handicapped because he gets left. He appears in a garage, like a car garage, multi-level big thing. And it's during the winter. He's got no clothes. He winds up having to have like surgery because he got frostbite essentially. And becomes wheelchair bound. And they change in the movie how it happens. He witnesses his girlfriend commit suicide, and they change why it happens and how it happens. So for me, that was probably like the worst movie adaptation I've ever seen of a book. I think overall they do a fairly good job. I mean, certain things like 50 Shades of Grey, there's a whole bunch of stuff they leave out. But of course, with something like that, they're going to. Because some people will be totally traumatized by what they are voluntarily went to see. Oh, did HBO make, like, of the Time Traveler's Wife, they made a show? Because I know there was a movie about the Time Traveler's Wife. I didn't know they made it into a show, too. I know Netflix has several different series that are based off books. Pretty recently, I'll have to look for it. See if it's any better than the movie. But Netflix has several different shows that were based on books that they've turned into shows. Mostly fantasy, and I want to say closer to YA. But they're still good. What is it? Bones or something in Bones. It's like the girl is the light bringer. That was a book, and now they've made it a series, and there's some other ones too. I have not read those, but I mean, honestly, there's so many books I could never read like every one. It is a goal, though. Shadow and Bone. Yep, that's the one. There's so many shows and stuff that get made in, or so many books that get made into shows and stuff. Like, I love Warm Bodies, and that was a book. First, I didn't know it before I saw the movie, but it was a book, or is a book. But there's so many books that it would be, like, impossible to read all of them. And I will say, like, as much as people probably, there's a fair amount of people who don't like him. Nicholas Sparks, now he just basically writes the books for them to be made into movies, like knowing right away they're going to be a movie. But a lot of his are very close to, the movies are very close to the book because of that. Lord of the Rings, I have never, like, I cannot watch the first one. I fall asleep. I'll be honest. I have tried to watch it probably a dozen times, and I always fall asleep because they're walking, and they're walking, and they're walking, and then I'm asleep. I have not read the Lord of the Rings series either. I know I'm horrible. I haven't read the dragon one. That was the big hit TV show. I finally watched the TV show long after it was over. But there are just so many books that would be, like, impossible. Right, like Nicholas Sparks, because he writes them to be basically a movie as he's writing the book. They're very close. I imagine with something like that, because there's always that meme that goes around. They're like, when I say I want you to make a movie or show based on this book, if it's a movie, I want all 16 hours that it would take to make every word that is on the page into a thing. I want nothing cut out, nothing changed. And if it's a show, I will take all 32 seasons to make it happen. Which, I mean, right now, the longer movies are like Marvel movies, and people are like, it's 3 hours long. And I'm like, that's nothing. I don't know what you're complaining about. Like, 3 hours is nothing, dude. Yeah, like, everybody just wants, they don't want to sit for anything, which is, I mean, like, why reading is almost like a dying art form. Like, nobody wants to sit down. They want to just have, like, that 5-second real attention span. Like, if it's longer than the, 30 seconds you can make a reel in length, then I don't want to watch it. And it's like, no, I want the whole thing. I want all 32 hours of it. Nope, I have no people. I'll have some of you though. I used to have them sorted by color. I'm going to be honest. I used to have all of them sorted by color. And I thought this is a great idea because it was easiest to sort by color. And then I realized that you can't find any of these tiny parts in a container. So then I started switching to this, and somehow they all wound up just dumped in a giant container. And every time I look at them, I'm like, nope, too much work. Too much work. And then I ignored them. And that's how we're at this point where I figure the only way I'll do it is if I force myself to basically do it on stream. Which I know may not be like the funnest thing for you guys to watch. So I thank you for sitting during this annoying part of the show. And then I can't remember what I've put in what drawer. And like I said, like all this stuff here doesn't actually have a place. So it'll wind up just back in the bucket. Which is why I need to just go to the store. Like this is clearly a Minecraft snow dog or something like that. But like in order to put things back together, it would be best to like have them sorted by the type of piece. And if I find one with stickers on it, I try to keep them in a thing together so that they are easy to find later. You know, like if I find any pieces that have stickers on them. Okay. And then some pieces I'm like, I don't know, should that kind of go together? Because they're both for cars. Who knows? And if I find stuff that's still pretty much intact, I try to like save it off to the side. And then maybe I can just find that one piece that's missing or something. Oh, look. This is supposed to be part of an Avengers set. It's got a sticker. It's probably part of a spacecraft. Yeah, so I keep looking at the giant box and keep telling myself, afraid from colors like minifig accessories and yeah, I think some pieces would be okay by color and some not. Like I'm just going to leave the wheels on there and that's in there. But I'm always like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I know I saw you guys because there were only a few. There it is. Tires. You're a doorway. And some of the pieces I know are never going to be like, you have exactly the right spot. So I think in the end, some pieces will wound up just getting thrown together anyway, but but I can make do for now, or try to figure it out. No sticker, okay. And I do have like a bucket of minifigs. Currently, there's like a guy with a hoodie on a cell phone, and a Minecraft guy, and pieces of elves, and a little creeper dude. What is part of another elf. Some of it's like, okay, I know I have a bucket for it, but where did I put that bucket then? Oh, apparently I just threw those in there despite their size. Doors and windows. I thought I had a thing for some of those, but nope. But I guess, since they're all just flat pieces, I'll throw you in there. Wow. I would have had a scoop up. Be like, you're all coming home with me. Like, some of them I know as I'm sorting them, that's probably not going to stay in there, or not all of them. But for now, it gets some of them sorted. So when I was at Target yesterday, there were a ton of those minifigure boxes like in the aisle. They weren't on sale, but I could tell that I could see, not tell. They were all like open, like somebody had like ripped the boxes open to see which ones were inside to decide which ones to buy. Yeah, because now they've switched to like cardboard boxes, and people are just ripping them open to see what's inside and then trying to decide, do I want that one? Nope. Okay, I'll just leave it open on the thing. I don't know how long Lego's going to keep with the cardboard boxes, given that they're so easy to steal. And I'm not advocating that at all. I mean, the whole point is that you just buy them and you get what you get. Apparently, the scoop I took out of the bin was ripe with minifigure pieces. But yeah, I was like, that's so sad. Like, just buy it or don't. Listen, I know times are tough and Legos are pricey and definitely a luxury item at this point. but just buy it or don't. Yes, it was a snacksident. A snacksident is when you eat all the bacon by accident. Well, this is obviously part of something. A leg, maybe to a dragon. A minifigure head. A minifigure body. No, eating bacon is always a choice, but accidentally eating or eating all the bacon can sometimes be an accident. You didn't mean to eat it all. You meant to save some for other people. It just got away from you. I think this is an Iron Man type Lego head. Or Ant-Man, maybe. For now, I'm putting car bits in there. That's like a wheel well thing. We'll just call it a car bit. That's a Technic piece for sure. You always mean eat all the bacon? Oh, another wheel. I think Jeremiah may have had one or two of like the Technic Ninjago guys. I guess I'll throw you in there. Is that the right leaf container? Well, we're going to make it because it's a leaf. And some of these, I'm like, I don't know if they're really still like part of something or if the kids just were like, we're rebuilding. And so then it's just a piece of something small they decided to rebuild. a Volbeat is out. If anybody wants to try to catch that. More minifigure legs. I have a feeling like when it's all said and done, we're going to have a lot of little minifigure legs. Or rather, minifigure pieces. Are you like weird pieces? Kind of. Put you in there for now. Card piece. Slim Sherry, what did you put on her thing, on her post? What was your comment? Okay. I keep looking at these ones that I have like nothing in but a piece or two and thinking, should I just take them out and put something else that obviously has 5 million of them in there instead? I'll put that one in there. It's kind of and Slim Sherry liked your comment. Woohoo! Because she was like, I do not have my shit together at all. Stop lying to people. Like this. There's only one of those. So we'll take that out. And put like the 10 of these I found in there. Nope, you're angled. I guess I can do squares and circles. Which are neither of those pieces. How would you like that pronounced? Pixendove? Is that right? Pixdove? I try to say it right, but I probably butcher things. Lots of names. I probably butcher them. Oop. I just threw that back in there. Yes, I definitely need to get more bins to sort stuff into. I used to have a ton of these like little cheapy Tupperware. You know, you got like 5 of them for like $3 or something. I don't know. But then they just disappeared and I have no idea where they've gone now. But I've definitely got to figure out some more. Like, there's only 2 things in there. I could put many other things in there. I'll put that in there. Hey, Steel. How was that follow? How was the volume on it? Because I know the other day everybody was like, that's so loud. How is the volume on that? And thank you for the follow. Thank you, Pix and Dove, for the follow. But I know that we said the other day. Oh, well, that's all right. Well, listen, I can't please everybody crazy. The other day, everybody kept saying it was super loud. So I turned it down. And as I was turning it down, I was hoping that I wasn't turning it down like entirely too much. And then nobody would hear it again. We're playing Swap All the Things. Eat sugar. Okay, give me... Ooh, that came apart far easier than I thought it was going to. First time hearing it. Yeah, well, I remembered this time you guys didn't get me. I had already remembered to turn down my sound on my headphones. Blues and red. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Oh, that's right. You left for your cruise today. How is it so far? Are you on the boat already? Is it pretty? I know I just popped in quick to say hi to you last night, but we were at dinner for the boy Wonder's birthday. Is it pretty? Is it so exciting? Can you not wait to check like literally every single thing out? Because I'm way excited for you. Okay, yes, I can show you the ones I did today. Let me find this bucket real quick. There. These are the 2 I did today. Cedric, if I look at my hands right, Draco, Malfoy, and Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter in their Quidditch gear. And it even looks like they have little hoods on the back. Like little scrunched up hoods. I did a Cho Chang and a Harry Potter version as well. And so in the end, the 4 go together and there's one of each house color. Oh, and I can show you which ones I bought yesterday to do next week. So, and let me kind of... Okay, have fun, Steel. Ugh. Let me tip you guys up. I got, as I fall, this one yesterday. It's not really Brickheadz, but little people duos for Disney. So I don't know the pig's name from Moana, but Hey Hey, and then Lumiere and Cogsworth, and then the baby turtle and Nemo, and then the dog and the raccoon from Pocahontas. And then I got these 2. I got Gryffindor and Hufflepuff house banners to do. And they'll look like that when they're done. And they'll kind of fold up. And they'll look like this. And then you can hang them on the wall. So I got those yesterday at Target because Target had them on sale. I think the duos one was like $10 off. And the banners were like $7 off. So if you like them, you might as well get them while they're on sale. If you're not near a Target, you can have them shipped to you. Or even if they don't have the specific ones you want at your Target. But I got those to do Sunday and next week. I'll probably do the house banners in one stream because they're not very big. Like the things today, they were only like 250 pieces, and that's about what those are each. So I'll probably do them together in one stream, and then I'll do the duos in another stream. I just took something out, I thought, and put these in. Do I have some of those? I do. Yes. Steel is, if I'm correct, she's on a cruise, I know that, but I believe she's on a Disney cruise. So I'm super excited for her. I'm probably, at this moment, a little more excited than she is, because I'm like, tell me all about it. We have looked at Disney cruises in the past. And I'm always like, I don't know. And now I'm like, I want to go. Okay, not that side. Oh, no, it's tilted. I think a Disney cruise would be cool. Like, even if you only do it once, kind of just to say you did it. Those are caps. I could have... Oh, there they are. I was like, I could have sworn I just had these in my hand. There we go. Not you. What if we just put these in with the other leafy things? They're all leaves, vines. A Hatram has appeared. If anybody wants to try to catch that Pokemon. I just had these out. Now, did I put them away? I hate that I've like just had an item. No boats for you, Kevin? I mean, I have equal parts like excitement and trepidation about them. Like, as you see all the things where people are like, we were stranded on the boat. No working toilets or fresh water. And then, but still kind of exciting. So I don't know. I'm torn. Like, yes and to no. Crazy caught the hat room. Yeah, so we have a very giant bucket underneath this table I work at. Like 60-quart tote full of Legos that are like just from the kids. Not a cruise ship. Like I said, part of me is like, ooh, it would be exciting. Like, maybe only even to do it just once to say you've done it. And then the other part of me is like, man, I see those things all the time where they're like, we were stranded. No fresh water. No bathroom access. So it's like, oh, yes, but no. I've only ever been on like speedboat, whatever. I've never been on like a huge boat. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's like toss-up. It is something that I would be interested in. Like I said, even to say, even only to do once to say that I did it. But I do have that worry because there's always those articles and like in the news about how it was just stuck there. Say these were in a bucket. I feel like I just keep opening the same buckets, looking for what's right in front of me. I did put some of these right there. Yeah, you can go there. Nope. Well, let's have some angled ones. I keep picking up and putting down angled ones. So let's with you guys. And I have one, and you're just facing the opposite direction. I think like my favorite overall build so far is like a tie between the Hedwig icons. Like he sits on top of all the books, and it's got all kinds of like little apothecary jars. It has Harry's wand, and it has a chocolate frog, and Harry's glasses, and it's all made out of Lego. And my Lego typewriter. The typewriter was pretty cool because you have to do so much of the inner workings to get each piece, because it's a regular size typewriter, and each key, when you depress it, causes a thing to move up just like a typewriter would, and even the little thing moves across, and you have to push it back. So while it doesn't actually type, because it doesn't have ink, it's still pretty cool that there's tons of like inner workings to make it work. I like the whole vibe of it. But really, I love all my Legos. Like a child, I can't pick a favorite. Like a book, I can't pick a favorite. I just like them all. There's none that I'd be like, I can get rid of this one. I need them all. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to be able to sort out of that bucket. That scoop I pulled out. I'm just going to start slowly taking out little ones and putting something else in them. But I did get some done. I feel slightly accomplished. I can show you the other two Brickheadz that make up the 4 Quidditch players. One from each Hogwarts house. And I forget where I got this one. And I normally put like a code up so you can click on it and it'll take you right to them. But Amazon didn't have a code for it. Like when I looked yesterday, they had one. But it didn't have like where you could actually buy it. It just was a page. Like, I guess they were sold out. Oh, and I got this. I don't know if this actually helped reduce the glare or not. But I got that. And I need, I think, just one more piece. And I can attempt to connect all the Hogwarts sets into, like, one big set. I'll be right back. Well, I tried to fix Harry's broom, and instead his whole arm came off, and then he fell off his stand. So here's Cho Chang and Harry Potter. It's Ravenclaw. Now my brain farted. Yes, somebody else told me about the subtitles, and I will have to check into them. I just didn't have time to mess with it and figure it out. Now, what is it? Oh, Gryffindor. Harry Potter for Gryffindor, Cho Chang for Ravenclaw, then Cedric for Hufflepuff, and Draco Malfoy for Slytherin. So then you have one from each Hogwarts house to make up a a player from each Quidditch team. So many notifications. Go away. Sorry. Yes, I love the little glasses on Harry Potter. They're actually just like a little ring. And then they have it where you clip it in. And then so there are two rings that make his little glasses. And these come in sets of two, and I think it's only like $20 or something for each set. Yeah, that's what it was. It was about $20. So these are cute. I like to put them on my bookshelf. So it ties like my love of Legos and Harry Potter and my love of books all together in one neat little package. But that's all I have for today. I know today wasn't a particularly long stream, but let's see who else is on that we can raid into. Let's see. Miss Profit is on, and she is doing more Brickheadz. So let's go back to my live. Sorry, I use my phone to help me on in my stream. I can see the chat better, and I can raid into people because I stream from my laptop, so it's pushed way far back. Let's go stream into or raid into Miss Profit. So thank you for coming out and hanging out with me today and watching me poorly sort my Legos and build a little bit. Thank you for any new follows or subscriptions. Remember to turn on your notifications so you get notified of when I go live. And let's head over to Miss Profit. Thank you. Have a good day.
I think I'm under the wrong... Welcome in, Raiders. Hi.
Hi.
Book Loving Builder. How was your stream? Welcome in, guys.
Hi.
Let me give you a shout out. How was your stream? What did you do today? I'm like, I haven't even started building yet. I was just looking at like the layout of Disney World because I've never been to Disney World. As you can see, I'm a Disney fan, guys. I'm a Disney fan. I mean, most of us are, right? But how was your stream? How did everything go? And thank you for the raid. Let's see. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to look. My screen is so small on my end. Hi, crazy. I didn't even see you there. Hi. Hi. I want to offer. Oh, we gotta delete that. I gotta delete that. Prophet, where you at? How come it won't? Oh wait, I know how to delete it. I think I know how to delete it. Sorry, chat. I'm trying the things and. Oh my gosh, how do I delete this? I got a bot in here. Let's go. Hi, Brook Lover Building. It went good. What did you do? Cedric, Diggory, and Malfoy. Oh, you did the Malfoy. You did the Harry Potter. Brickheadz. Did you get it done? Danny, I'm trying to delete it, and I know how to do it on mobile. Because I'm used to being on mobile, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it on PC. And it's funny because there's some things I know how to do on PC and there's some things that I don't. /ban on phone can tap the message. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to the message. Thanks, Skywalker. Prophet's Ultimate was like, you should see if you stream today while I'm at work. See how it goes. This is the only way I'm gonna learn, I guess. I don't know where it went now. I think someone deleted it for me. Someone deleted it. Do you guys still see it? Maybe Prophet got it. I'm assuming he got it, because I don't see it. Yeah, it's gone. I think it's gone. But we were talking about Disney World. Yeah. Show on another stream. Okay. I haven't. She's so. I am! And Prophet is normally. Prophet, he's not normally. Wait. Normally my IT guy is in house, which is my